Hello, and thank you for joining us. We are delighted to be presenting to you today, both from our respective home offices. And actually, Valentina,
Yep.
I forgot to send you the last draft of the script.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
it
Sorry, I
is.
was about to say. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Really.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. To introduce ourselves formally, I'm Lizzie Conrad Hughes, Artistic Director for UK-based theatre company Shakespeare Shakespeare. We are currently the only UK company performing Shakespeare from cues only, and for the last 3 years, we have been part of the live online theatre explosion.
And I'm Valentina Vinci, Lizzie's partner in crime and in Shakespeare, and a member of the acting company, and also the technical know-how or technical producer of our online performances. We would like to introduce you today to a new theatre specialist, a skilled practitioner created during lockdown theatre, and to the importance of the new skills. Please meet the online action choreographer. Our presentation, as you can see, is supported by clips from our company's live online performances, featuring the development of action choreography devised by Alexandra Kategida, who you can see on the screen. Alexandra is a professional actor, a stage combat specialist, and a stage manager who since 2020 has choreographed action for several companies performing online, including ours. We were very lucky. So come back with us to March 2020, to the first lockdown in the UK. All theatres are closed, all filming units shut down. Everyone was at home, afraid, and a little bit bored. The blocked energy of performing arts creatives burst out into the live online performance.
Our company wanted to offer new live content to isolated audiences all over the world and to be more than talking heads on screen. Now, every company that embraced this all made their own decisions about what they would do, how they would do it. We made ours, they made theirs. We have commonalities, we have differences. But what we definitely wanted to do was to match our actions to our words. For example, if your line read, "Give me your hand, my lord," we wanted to see that happen. The problem was, even these simple interactions like handshakes and kisses posed no difficulty on stage, but with isolated actors in different screens, it becomes very challenging.
We have had to pass around a lot of objects, mostly coins, rings, and letters. Alexandra created a simple discipline. You show the object in your space, it leaves your space, then it can appear in your partner's space, and the illusion is complete. This permitted objects to appear in different screens as if handled by more than one person.
Yeah, Valet, this montage is brilliant. Well done, mate. Good job.
Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. It was fun to make.
We never chose a play that would be simple to stage online. We chose plays we wanted to do and then worked out how to do them.
Actually, Lizzie, could you take Natasha for a moment? She's getting a bit restless.
Yeah, sure. Come here, little one. Come to Auntie Lizzie. Yes.
When we did the history plays in 2021, we discovered crowns required special handling. It was vital that we maintained the appearance of one crown passing between hands to maintain the thread of the story. This increased the difficulty for our action choreographer, as the crown moments needed very careful choreography. Alexandra shared videos between the cast members directing them how to make the crowns from cardboard and tin foil. It was lockdown, remember? So no shops were open. And worked with Eugenia Lowe, Richard II, and Alec Benny, who you can see on screen, Henry V, to create the illusion of the hollow crown passing from Richard to Henry to Hal, including Hal's removal of Henry's crown, which required a hand to reach between screens. And we hope you'll agree, these illusions worked very well.
Right from the start, we needed to create fights, armed and unarmed. No little achievement in online performance. These are developed from our first sword fights in Romeo and Juliet, which you see on screen, which include the illusion of a sword passed between screens, as well as an exchange of armed and unarmed blows. To this unarmed wrestling sequence in As You Like It, and we are going to pause our script and allow you to enjoy this particular sequence. This is one of our favorites. So there is Susie, our wonderful wrestler, reaching forward for a strangle. Oh, and there goes Orlando. And in goes the wrestler. Ah, there goes Orlando. In she goes again. And he's definitely not doing well. And in the wrestler goes once more. Ah, how will the young man survive? Here he's up. And there they are, and they aim for the grapple, getting your shoulder good and close to the camera. And then, oh, the wrestler's down. Here comes Orlando, and there he is, going in for the throttle. This expanded through group fights, and you are seeing here the death of Cinna the poet from Julius Caesar being mobbed by the crowd. This extended into inspired virtuoso choreography in Coriolanus, with the illusion of a thrown rock crossing 3 screens. And I'm going to pause so you can see that happen. There's Valentina as Coriolanus fighting Orphidius and a couple more of his dastardly henchmen. Oh, elbow in the face. Here goes the rock. Crash. One's down, and 1, 2, and 3. There we go. This innovation is another example of Alexandra's creativity and the dedication of the actors to working together.
This sequence from the physically demanding play Titus Andronicus required kneeling, grabbing, pushing, and gagging. We wanted to make this sequence as physically realized as possible to create the fullest experience for the audience. Kneeling is relatively simple. If the actor has not room to lower their own level, like in this case, the laptop or phone is raised. There is a good demonstration here of the discipline system of physical signals. Demetrius clearly showed his hand before reaching to grab Lavinia. This signal enables the actor to coordinate their timing as accurately as zoom delays permit. A feature of on-stage choreography repurposed for online action.
An added bonus of working online with this freedom of between-screen action is how easy it is to work with disabled actors and actors in different countries. The Lavinia sequence, as you see on screen, Chiron, played by Tom Jackson Wood, who suffers from ME and fibromyalgia, is in a wheelchair. Demetrius, Simon Balkan, is hearing impaired, and Lavinia, Tamara Ritala, is in Germany, and yet the sequence plays out perfectly.
Performing online, we can also work with chronically ill actors without them becoming exhausted. In this clip, Ian Peacock, who has multiple sclerosis, is gallantly fighting Matt Williams, who is in London, while being at home in Stoke-on-Trent, and he is able to rest between scenes. We can connect right across to the USA with our 2 regular players who are based over there. Here's Erin in New York as Hospo, who's fighting Alec Benny in East London, united on a virtual battlefield.
There's also an equity of opportunity and experience in size on screen. Here, King Richard is a person with dwarfism. Now, this actor, Fergus Ratigan, will take on anybody on stage as well, because he is a highly trained stage combat performer. But online, only the skill of those involved catches the eye. Fergus here is fighting Alexandra, our choreographer herself, as Richmond, with a neat illusion to show Richard's death blow received. Boom, there it goes. And here comes a little trickle of blood from Fergus to show he's dead. We've dealt with blood in a lot of various forms, frequently ketchup, over the last 2 years.
So accumulating this new discipline of action choreography has produced a new form of script layout for us. As our company book holder, Lizzie is responsible for preparing scripts. She identifies and incorporates actions which she cues in the scripts themselves, even creating choreography suggestions to support Alexandra's process of choreography. For example, this slapstick sequence performed by Matt and Dewi in Comedy of Errors, in the scripts read as slap, slap, punch.
There we go. Happily for me, if any actions are missed during script preparation, the company are now so skilled at this discipline that they can do them pretty much extempore. This was the wish behind creating these action conventions, that there should be a physical language that the company knew and could use easily, as with dance, combat, and intimacy choreography. After 3 years, the technique has become part of the company's skill set. And thanks to their dedication and Alexandra's constant development of the techniques, we have a new physical language of coordinated actions worthy to stand beside other action choreography conventions.
The creation of online performance is the closest our generation has come to the experience of those who lived through the rise of the Renaissance playhouses, or of moving pictures in Hollywood, radio, television. In each case, those involved developed the new craft around them as they went. We are very honored to have been part of this innovation process.
There are hundreds of hours of online performance footage from Shake Scene, covering the entire Shakespeare canon and going a bit beyond it. All created since March 2020 and all presenting fully embodied performances thanks to the vision of our physical action choreographer, Alexandra Katayigida, and to our amazing actors, and to Valentina, who made the whole thing possible by getting us live online. We still work regularly together. It's very important to us as a company because after 3 years, everyone is so used to working together, whether they're in Chicago or Moscow, that we couldn't stop if we wanted to, and mercifully, we don't want to. So please
Yes.
check out our website for all info on what we are up to, and join our Patreon for full access to our gallery of performances and lots of other added treats.
Well, thank you for listening. Well done, partner. Great job. Give us a hug.
Oh, same to you, Valentina. And thank you all for your attention. Are there any questions?